Hi everyone, and happy Canada Day. And in honor of Canada Day, I'll be making a dessert that is truly fireworks. It's my delicious cobbler. It's a mixed berry cobbler with a delicious Bohemian Johnny cake 18th century crust. Spectacular. I have everything in its place already, along with fresh strawberries, and I'm using some mixed black blueberries and cherries as well. So follow along and hit that subscribe button. Remember to ring that notification bell so that you're notified each week as I upload new recipes. And please remember to leave me a comment, a like, and as I always say, if you're going, let's go. So we're getting started. I have 1 cup of light brown sugar and I'm adding another cup of 35% cream to it. To make our butterscotch sauce, we've added our sugar, my heavy cream, and I'm using an induction so it comes up to a boil quite quickly. And as soon as it comes up to a boil, guys, let's remove it from the heat. We're going to add in our vanilla, and this is about a tablespoon of pure vanilla. I'm going to completely remove it and add in our butter. This is a half a cup of butter that I've taken the liberty to cube. And you just stir until the butter completely melts. And when that happens, we have this wonderful syrupy butterscotch sauce. I wish you guys can smell this. So we want to make sure that you've greased a 13 by 9 inch pan and grease it with butter and sprinkle with a little flour and just shake to discard all of the excess flour. Okay, and your pan is ready. Now let's talk berries. Okay, so whatever's in season, you could go ahead and mix together. Use your favorite berries. If you are a peach lover, go ahead and make a peach cobbler. Mangoes, go ahead and make a mango cobbler. You can mix any berries you like. You can also use frozen, as I'm using some mixed berries here that were frozen and also thawed, and I have fresh berries that's going with it. So it's whatever's in your refrigerator, right? Pantry style cooking. Okay, so to prepare our berries, all we need is about a cup of lemon juice, and I'm using a half a cup of granulated sugar. All right, so you just go ahead and pour in your lemon juice, your sugar, and I'm going to use the same spoon right here. It's all good, all going in, and I'm just going to mix well. Beautiful. All right, and that's all you do for your berries. Now I can go ahead and add my delicious berries to my pan with the juice and all. Okay. What a sensational backyard party this is going to be. Serious happy ending with this. So we'll eat our delicious Johnny cake berry cobbler with a nice helping of vanilla bean ice cream. Yummy. Okay, so now it's time to pour in our wonderful butterscotch sauce all over. This is going to, as it bakes, get quite bubbly, and I love a lot of sauce, so this is working out perfectly. And there we have it. Don't this look sensational already? I'm gonna set this aside while we make our 18th century Johnny cake crust. Now this is no ordinary crust, guys. When you take a bite of Johnny cake, which was called journey cake, you're tasting a piece of history. So to get started, you will need about 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have some extra flour for dusting. And I have about a 1/4 cup of butter, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, about a 1/4 cup of coconut flakes. This is unsweetened coconut flakes. You can omit it if you don't like coconut, but I happen to love coconut. Island girl, right? Put my Goombay smash on the side. And we have 1 egg, a large whole egg, 2 tablespoons of canola oil. I have about 1/2 cup of crystallized ginger. And I have 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, 35% heavy cream. And that's for the top of the crust. That's gonna give it more of a custard type of coating. And I have some light brown sugar with cinnamon mixture here for just the topping. And I also have about a cup of whole milk. And I'll need about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt as well. Okay, so you can also use your stand mixer for this, but I'm going to show you how very simple this Johnny cake is to just mix by hand. Okay, so we're going in with 2 cups of our all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and then of course I'm going to add my butter. Now you can cut the butter into this mixture, but what I like to do is just mix it in with my hands. But before I go there, I'm also going to add my 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now I'm going to just cut the butter. It's chilled but still soft enough. So I'm just going to go in and crumble it with my hand. Okay, so I'm gonna add my coconut flakes, my sugar, and now it's time for the whole milk, my wet ingredient that's going to bring this all together. So as I pour, I'm gonna continue to mix with my hand so that this dough just comes together into a ball. At this point, I'll go in and add my oil as well. Keep mixing. The wonderful thing about this Johnny cake dough is that it also spreads in the oven as it bakes. So don't worry if it doesn't completely cover your dish, it will spread out and make the perfect cobbler crust. Just turning my bowl around as I bring my dough together. Now I can go ahead and add in my egg. And guys, I've made this with and without eggs. So if you have an issue with eggs, you can leave out the egg. I'm just gonna dust with a little more flour. If you feel any time that it's getting a little soft on you, then go ahead with more flour. Just sprinkle as you go along. And now that it's come together, I'm going to add in my crystallized ginger and just kind of fold it in with my hand. Now this is a dough that we don't have to knead at all. That's what makes it so simple, so carefree, so easy to make. Now I've got my pan with my delicious berries in it. And I'm simply going to just take sections of this dough, and here's what I do. Just put it anywhere. Let's take a nice dollop or ball, spread it out, and just place it on top. As it bakes, it's just going to spread and become one. Notice I'm saving a little ball of dough here, and I'm saving it because I want to make a decorative piece in honor of Canada Day. So that wonderful maple leaf that's on the flag, I'm going to use my maple leaf cutout, and perhaps I'll color my dough with a little beet juice and see if I can do something a little extra special for the guys. Besides making my decorative piece, I have my cinnamon sugar here, and I want to sprinkle it over my Johnny cake dough here. And now I'll make my decorative piece, put it in the center, my maple leaf, and then all I will have to do is just glaze my lukewarm 35% heavy cream over, and it's ready for the oven. So look at my beet colored dough that's going to make my maple leaf. So I decided to bake it separately so that it doesn't expand and that it will maintain its shape on my silpat right here. And just to finish up my cobbler, remember that 1/4 cup of lukewarm 35% cream. That's gonna give it a really nice shiny custard type of coating. And now, yay, my cobbler is ready for the oven. I only have to wait 35 minutes before we are digging in to this sensational cobbler topped with some vanilla bean ice cream. So let's see how it comes out, guys. And here you have it, folks. My scrumptious mixed berry cobbler with this fabulous, look at the top, look at the custard that has caramelized the top along with the brown sugar and cinnamon. Johnny cake crusted cobbler, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, it's going down. My husband is barbecuing our delicious ribs and chicken, and for dessert we're going to have this fabulous cobbler. So tune in next week for another fabulous recipe. Happy Canada Day again from my family to your family. And remember, when it comes to Caribbean cuisine, no one does it better than your island girl. Cheers.